Well, it's been a case of yet again battening the hatches down on the island, as yet again spring tides and winds are causing problems most places. We've had our cameras out in Douglas and let's have a look what we got. I mean, first of all, obviously the promenade has been closed and it was quite eerie really to see the sights around the areas. Some people though hadn't taken the heed of removing their cars, as you can see there, but overall pretty quiet. Now, the Met Office are predicting that there could be surges of about 8.5 metres tomorrow, which is much more than today. So really, there's going to be more damage, certainly more inconvenience for a lot of people tomorrow. You can see there along the promenade a fair bit of debris. This is just after the high tide, and that's up the views towards what was the Summerland area. It's kind of blustery. Certainly, most people have taken the heed to keep away. Very quiet out there, but they've only just finished sort of clearing up over the last few days, and now more debris is up there. These are shots looking to where you get the most spectacular parts, certainly still leaping over the sea walls, and you can imagine that this is only about 4 metres today, so it's going to be a lot more on Saturday, and certainly no one is allowed down there. The police are keeping everyone away. And while we're looking at these pictures, just to remind you about the road's closure for tomorrow as well. On Saturday this is, in Castleton, the promenade, Douglas Street, Bridge Street, from its junction to College Green to Bank Street, and Quayside to Bank Street, Victoria Road to Alexander Road, and Bank Hope Street, and around that area to Athol Terrace. Just some of those ways, by the way, were really going up and causing quite a lot of flooding, I should imagine, on that part of the prom. We weren't allowed down there because that has been sealed off. Anyway, also Gans is going to be shut. Then you've got Laxley Promenade, the usual areas, Douglas Promenade and the walkways from Broadway to Port Jack, and the Castleton Road from its junction with Bridge Road. Ramsey, the Queen's Promenade from its junction with Queen's Drive and all around there, Barron Road and so on. It's quite a lot in fact in Ramsey. You can see there, by the way, the police land people now along that section of the promenade as the tides have gone back, but still very spectacular views. Peel Mill Road, Station Road to East Kiel be shut tomorrow, and basically the police are saying be careful, adopt a common sense approach once the storm surges start, because people will try and get access, and they're saying tomorrow pedestrians will not be permitted into these areas either, so it's going to be a question of motorists and pedestrians keeping well away of these designated areas, and they will be enforcing that, because there were some quite interesting pictures back in January when people were obviously going out there to get the views. But you can see this now. I mean, it's still quite spectacular, even from this area, which is quite safe actually, apparently, where I filmed, to get these shots. But once again, it's going to be quite a lot more tomorrow. You can see there the stuff that's being actually pushed up, and some of it is quite large. There's big bits of wood on that occasion, and infrastructure have been out. They've already making assessments, and there's one of their tractors in place. Sandbags were in evidence on the prom, although from what I can see there wasn't actually anything there today. Could be a different story tomorrow, but there were pallets out, and plenty seem to be on offer to people today. And there's the Empress just outside there, a whole load still yet to be collected if people want them, and those are the shops taking their precautions, looking okay. But once again, 8.5 metre surges tomorrow. It's Civil Defence, by the way, out in force there on the promenade, just keeping an eye on everything. And to finish with, be careful with your brolly, everyone. This is what happens if you haven't got a very strong one. It's not going to last. We'll have more reports tomorrow on the situations here on MT TV.